What if I told you there's a country with no army, no tanks, no missiles, no soldiers marching in formation? And no, it's not some utopian island in a sci-fi movie. It's real. It's peaceful. They're safer, happier, and even more stable than many nations with powerful militaries. Sounds impossible? Then meet the country that said no to war and yes to peace. And it's been that way for over 70 years. Let's dive into the story of the only country in the world with no standing military, and why this bold choice actually works. Welcome to Costa Rica, a small Central American nation famous for its jungles, coffee, and total lack of a military. Yep, no army, no navy, no air force, just pura vida. Back in 1948, Costa Rica went through a brutal civil war. Thousands died. But after the dust settled, something extraordinary happened. The new leader, José Figueres Ferrer, made a radical decision. He abolished the military, completely. The money that would have gone to tanks and guns, it went to education, healthcare, and social programs instead. And guess what? Instead of collapsing, the country started thriving. Without an army, Costa Rica focused inward, on its people. They became a world leader in sustainability, conservation, and well-being. They invested in rainforests instead of rifles. And today, they're consistently ranked as one of the happiest and safest countries in the world. Crime exists, sure, but war, that's not even part of the national conversation. And here's the kicker. Costa Rica even hosts the United Nations University for Peace. A country with no army literally teaches peace to the world. You might be thinking, okay, but what if they're attacked? Costa Rica thought of that too. They have police, coast guards, and international agreements that help protect their borders. But here's the twist. After decades without an army, the country hasn't fallen into chaos. Quite the opposite. Their choice inspired a national identity rooted in peace, cooperation, and human dignity. Now, here's the smart part. The money they used to spend on the military, they redirected it to education and healthcare. Today, Costa Rica has one of the highest literacy rates in Latin America, over 97%. Plus, universal healthcare, clean energy. They traded bullets for books. And it paid off. Over 25% of Costa Rica is protected land. Think about that. A full quarter of the country is national parks, rainforests, and wildlife reserves. They're a world leader in ecotourism, sustainability, and renewable energy. No army, but all the green power. What do Costa Ricans think about this? They're proud of it. It's more than policy, it's identity. Something passed down. We don't fight, we build, we protect. Could more countries do what Costa Rica did? Honestly, probably not. Not every country has their geography, stability, or peaceful neighbors, but Costa Rica shows us something bigger. Peace is a choice, and it starts from within. We live in a world where power is often measured in weapons. The more tanks, the more jets, the more missiles, the stronger you're seen. And yet, Costa Rica quietly challenges that idea. No armies, no threats, just people, living, growing, and building together. They've shown us that peace isn't just the absence of war. It's the presence of something deeper. Trust in your people, faith in education, respect for nature, and the courage to say, we choose a different path. In most countries, war feels inevitable. It's always been part of the plan. But what if that plan is the problem? Costa Rica dared to rewrite the script, to imagine a nation where progress doesn't come at the cost of fear, where children grow up learning about forests and formulas, not front lines, where the sound of the ocean replaces the sound of sirens, where budgets build classrooms, not bunkers, and where diplomacy isn't a last resort, it's the first instinct. Is that naive? Maybe. But maybe the real question is, why is peace seen as naive, while preparing for war is called wisdom? Because if one small country with no army can raise literacy, protect the environment, and inspire global peace talks, then what's stopping the rest of us? Costa Rica chosen people, and maybe, just maybe, that's a revolution worth exporting. So next time someone tells you the world's too dangerous to dream, point to this little country between two oceans with no military and one massive lesson. Sometimes the bravest thing a country can do is to lay down its weapons and pick up hope instead. And hey, if this kind of story got you thinking, maybe that's a sign to stick around. I'll be sharing more eye-opening stories from around the world, stories that challenge what we think is normal. New perspectives every week. Subscribe if you're curious.